Join us now for Get Fit on ATMC TV, your community channel.
Hi, I'm Jeannie, and I'm one of the instructors and trainers here at the Diney Gore Fitness and Aquatic Center. Today, I'm joined by our other trainers, Ashley and Alan, and we want to show you a little segment of our Silver Sneakers yoga class today. We do hold our Silver Sneakers yoga classes Tuesday and Fridays, but this will be a great way to give you a little excerpt of it, something that you can do at home. All you need is a chair, and we'll get started. So we're going to start in our mountain pose. In your mountain pose, you're going to stand with your feet hip distance apart. I want you to engage the quadriceps by pulling up on the kneecaps and then rolling those shoulders up, down, and back, turning the palms forward. Reach up through the crown of the head, and we're just going to close the eyes and center the body here. In yoga, we use a breath in and out through the nose. So we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. And on our exhale, keeping the mouth closed as you exhale through the nose, hearing your breath in the back of your throat like the sound of the ocean. Every time drawing that breath in a little bit deeper and exhaling a little bit longer. Keeping the eyes closed, just let your chin drop towards your chest, releasing the back of the head. Deep exhale here. On the next inhale, roll the chin out over the left shoulder. Exhale as you come down through center. And inhale over the right. And again, exhale down. Inhale left. And exhale down. Inhale right. Start to turn your gaze out over the left shoulder. And over the right. And finally drop your ear towards your shoulder. And other side. Back to center and roll those shoulders out. All right, we're going to take those feet open a little bit wider here. Starting to open up as we ring the gong. So arms are out, and you're just going to let the arms come and swing side to side, wringing it all out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to come to a little bit of balance. So you'll have your chair nearby if you need it. Shoulders are going to roll back, palms are forward, and we're going to extend that left foot out. Point and flex. Point and flex. 3 more. Point and flex. Point and flex. Last time. Let's take the leg out to the side and roll the ankle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the leg, bring the knee up to hip height, flexing the foot. Again, you can hold onto the chair if you need it. We're going to open the gate and close it back in and open it up. Close it back. Just opening up those hips for 3, 2 more. Last time. And release and shake out those legs, and we'll come to the other side and repeat it. So again, shoulders roll down and back, palms are forward. You've got the chair if you need it. Right foot out, point, and flex for 5, 4, 3, 2, And one out to the side, roll the ankle. If you hear a little crack, don't be nervous. It's just your fluid in your joints, other direction. And release it down. We're going to stay on this side and go through a little flow, going through 3 poses. Our first pose, we're going to step the left foot forward and the right foot back. When you step that right foot back, go ahead and step it back at a 45-degree angle. So you want your front heel to line up with the arch of your back foot. Taking the hands to the hips as you square those hips towards the front, rolling the shoulders down and back. Give me a little pelvic tilt here, tucking that tailbone under. And then we're going to extend the arms up, rolling the shoulders back, bending into the front knee. Again, trying to draw that back hip towards the front. Taking 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose here. And from here, we're going to open up into Warrior 2. So you're going to take that back foot. Now it turns so that it's parallel with the back of the room. The shoulders roll down and back, hips tuck under, and send that front knee out over the toes, spreading the fingers. Your gaze comes out over that left middle finger. And again, 3 deep breaths in your Warrior 2. And our last pose, we're going to straighten the front leg, reach the arm out, and tip down for triangle pose. So in your triangle pose, you want to try to make sure that your shoulder is stacked over the other shoulder, reaching those fingers up, and think about opening up through the hip. It doesn't matter how far down the hand is. It can be all the way up here if you need a modification. And come on up and step to the top. Roll those shoulders out. Good. Now that we've learned our 3 poses, we're going to take it through a bit of a flow. So we're going to go through those poses 3 different times. So Warrior 1, we step that foot back 45 degrees. Back hip squares to the front, arms come up. Take a nice deep breath here. Open it up, Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, reach the arm out, and tip down for your triangle pose. Back up, square the back hip to the front, bend into the front knee, Warrior 1. Open up, Warrior 2. Straighten the leg, reach the arm out, tip it down for your triangle pose. One more time through. Deep breath, inhale, exhale, Warrior 1. Inhale, exhale, Warrior 2. And straighten the leg, reach the arm out, tip it down, triangle pose. And release, come on up and shake it out, and we'll come to the other side. Step that left leg back, square that back hip to the front, shoulders roll back, arms come up, Warrior 1. Deep breath, inhale. On your exhale, open up, Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, reach the arm out, tip it down for triangle. All the way up, Warrior 1. Back hip squares to the front. Open up, Warrior 2. Gaze comes over that middle finger. Straighten the front leg, reach out, tip down, triangle pose. Your gaze can be at the floor, up towards the hand, or straight out, your choice. Last time through, Warrior 1. Open up, Warrior 2. And straighten the leg, reach out, tip down for your triangle pose. And all the way up and step to the top. Great job, guys. I'm going to hand it over to Alan, who's going to take you through a couple of seated poses.
All right, hi everybody. A couple of stretches you can do anywhere you've got a chair. So first we want to just hug that right knee up to your shoulder. Good. Point and flex the foot. Give me circles with the ankle one way and then the other. Good. Now placing your hands right behind the knee. Extend that leg straight out and then pull the heel back in. Take it out and in. Good. Some really good stretches if you ever have issues with sciatica. Get that leg as straight as you can. Take it out and hold. And then we just lift and lower. Engage your core muscles. Sit up nice and tall. Good. Lift it up and hold it. Now you can keep it right there, or you can grab that toe and extend the leg straight out. Get that leg as straight as you can. Lift. And good. Now crossing it over. Send it up nice and tall. A gentle press on the knee. Good hip opener stretch. We'll hold it here for about 10 seconds. Never wanting to force a stretch. May feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it shouldn't hurt. Good. And release. Now let's work on the other side. Hug that knee up to the shoulder. Point and flex the foot. Give me circles in both directions with the ankle. Good. Hands behind the knee. Out, pull the heel in, out and in, out and hold. Feel that hamstring muscle engage. Lift. Good. Lift and hold. Keep it there, or grab the toe. Lift and release. Good. Cross it over. Gentle press on the knee. Open up that hip. Do a lot of walking or running. This is a real important stretch. And release. Good. So we're going to take our hands or our elbows down onto the knees for a seated cat to cow. Cat pose, you round the back. You pull the chin in toward the chest. Cow pose, you flatten the back, lifting the gaze upward. Let's do that a couple more times. Round, creating space between the shoulder blades, and flatten. One more. Round and flatten. While we're here, take that right shoulder over toward the opposite knee. Twist, looking up toward the sky. Bring it back to center. Let's do the other side. Bring it back to center and round the back on up. Good. Let's do one more spinal flexion twist. So take the right shoulder, rotate it back. Take the opposite arm across to the outside of the leg. Twist, look back over the shoulder. And release, bringing it back to center. Let's do the same thing on the other side. And release, back to center. Good. Reach up right. Now turn that palm toward the back of the room and touch the center of your back. So a really good flexibility test here is to take the other hand up behind you, and can you touch fingertips? Are we touching, ladies? Yes, good. And release. Other side, reach up. Turn the palm toward the back of the room, touching the center of the back. Take the other hand up and try to touch fingertips, maybe even touching the palm of your hand. And you'll notice on one side, most likely, that it's a lot easier to do than the other. Yeah, it's common. And release. Good. Take that arm and sweep it across the chest. Give an extra little tug right here. Make a fist, spread your fingers. And release. Take the other arm. Sweep it across, give it an extra little tug, and then give me circles with the wrist. One way and the other. And release. Good. Just sitting back in the chair for a moment. Let's bring our awareness back to the breath. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in and out. All right, we thank you for your time today. We enjoyed your company, and we hope to see you here at the fitness center real soon.
We are ATMC TV, Channel 3 and HD Channel 910, your community channel.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and today we're at the Fitness and Aquatics Center at Brunswick Community College. We're doing Pilates Barre, and we have Jeannie Singley and Lauren with us. Lauren's going to be doing our modification. Come join us every Friday at 9 o'clock a.m. We have a Pilates Barre class, and then we also have a beginner Pilates yoga at 12:30 on Fridays. So let's go ahead and begin. Before we get started, let's talk a little bit about how to engage our abdominals during the Pilates portion. So what I'd like you to do is take your navel and pull it all the way back in towards your spine. Bring your shoulders up nice and tight. So we're going to first start by stretching our legs out all the way onto your mat. And if you're at home, you can use a mat, or you can actually just do it on your carpet where it's nice and comfortable. So pull your abdominals nice and tight, shoulders are straight back, arms lifted, and you're going to take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale as you roll all the way down, tucking the chin to your chest. I want you to lay nice and flat on your mat. Flatten out your feet, take your pelvic girdle and lower your back all the way onto your mat. We're first going to start with single knees. So bring those knees up into tabletop. If you're comfortable with it, I want you to lift your shoulders, take your gaze down at your belly button, and bring your knee. Inhale and exhale, just simply tapping the knees straight on the top. If you need a modification for your head and your neck, you would simply just lay your head back on your mat, keeping your abdominals engaged. So we're going to inhale and exhale, relaxing the feet. You don't want to point too hard, get a cramp in your toe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do 4 more. Again, your gaze should be down at your belly button. Give me 2 more. Good. Last one. Good. I want you to bring your knees to your chest. We're going to rock side to side to give our back a little bit of massage before we move on to the next exercise. So now we're going to take our legs straight up. Our gaze, again, comes down to our belly button. We're going to do scissor legs. So your modification for scissor legs, again, is keeping your head and your shoulder blades back onto your mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Your goal is to get your shoulder blades off your mat. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2 pumps. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Keeping your abdominals engaged by taking your belly button all the way back to your spine. We're going to do 4 more. 3 more. Good. Last 2. And 1. Return those knees to your chest. Take a deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the knees to your chest. Pressing your shoulder blades into your mat. And relax. Our third exercise is going to start with a tabletop position. You're going to start with your knees directly over your hips. And the top of my legs are nice and flat. So to begin with, we're going to push our knees out a little bit further to engage your abdominals a little bit more. Hands come behind the head. Don't be afraid to give your upper body a little support by interlocking those fingers. You're going to take a deep breath. Inhale to the side, dropping the opposite leg. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the opposite side. Exhale back to center. Now for modification, if this bothers your lower back, you can simply take one leg out, bring it back to the center, which is what Lauren's going to be doing. Out and in. Good. Inhale to the side. Exhale back to center. Nice and slow. So we're focusing on our abdominals and our obliques, which is a part of the powerhouse of our bodies. Nice and slow. Good. Don't forget to push those knees out past those hips. Good. 2 more on each side. Last set, and then we move on. Nice one. Good. Return those knees to your chest. Take a deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the knees in toward the chest, pressing the shoulder blades against your mat. Now our last exercise, bring your hands next to your ankles, lift up your upper body. The full exercise is going to be inhaling all the way out, gaze goes up to the ceiling, exhale back in the center. So modifications are, step 1, you can leave your head and shoulders back on the mat. Or step 2, if that's still a little too much, you can do one leg at a time. Again, the full exercise, bring your body into a ball. Inhale straight out. Exhale back in the ball. Inhale out. So we're going to do 4 more. Good. Keeping your abdominals nice and tight. Bringing that belly button all the way back to the spine. Give me 2 more. Last one. And rest back into a ball. Let's rock side to side, giving the vertebrae a little massage. Taking your body straight out onto your mat. Arms come above the head. Legs out as wide as your mat is, or legs out into a V position. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale as you roll up. Nice and slow. Tuck in the chin and reach out toward those toes. Bring the body up nice and tall. Now we're going to go into our bar part with Jeannie.
So for your bar portion, all you're going to need is a chair, back of a bench, the back of a chair, anything that's just above hip height. So bar is a pretty trendy concept right now. The idea of using moves that ballet dancers use to sculpt the lower half of the body. So what I want to do is trying to give you a couple of basics here that you can do at home. You can always add more repetitions to it, a little bit more intensity to it, or come and join us at a class so you can get some other ideas. So we're going to start with our arm extended out to the chair and our feet turned out with the heels together. Your tailbone is going to tuck, belly button pulls in towards your spine, shoulders roll down and back, and go ahead and extend your opposite arm out. Lift through the heels, squeezing your glutes as you bend the knees down, and squeeze up at the top. We're going to come down for 8, 7, squeeze it up, 6, 5. You want to think about nice long lines, lengthening the body. 4, squeeze at the top. 3, keep that chest nice and tall. 2, on 1, we're going to hold it down and pulse it for 8, 7, tailbone tucked, belly tight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up and drop the heels down. We're going to open those feet a little bit wider than hips distance apart for a nice wide leg plie here. So again, tailbone tucks, belly buttons tight, shoulders are back. Extend the fingertips to the chair. Extend the opposite arm out, lift through the heels, and same thing, the knees are going to come down over the toes as deep as you can get and squeeze it up at the top. And down, we're going to move that arm. Lower and lift, lower. As soon as we bring that arm up over, you're going to increase that heart rate. We get a little cardio benefit out of it, which is always good. 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold it down and pulse it. Get it low for 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up and drop the heels down. Good. We're going to turn to face your chair now. So I want you to extend the arms out and walk the legs back. Everything we do is going to be in our releve position, which means the heels are going to be lifted. If you don't feel comfortable with that, you can keep the heels lowered. So we're going to start keeping the heels lifted, lifting the left leg all the way back, flexing through the foot, and curl the heel in and out, in and out. So a couple of tweaks here. Think about your hips staying square towards the floor and extending the heel nice and long behind you, curling it all the way in for 4, 3, 2, on 1. Keep that knee bent and flexing through the foot, heel lifts up and down, straight up to the ceiling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it high and cross that knee back. Little curtsy and lift, curtsy and lift. Cross the knee and lift up for 8, 7, both knees bend, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up and lower it down. Hopefully you're feeling that leg start to burn. And we're going to go on the other side now. So again, walk the feet back, shoulders roll back, heels lift up, core is engaged, belly's nice and tight. Lift that opposite leg back, flex the foot, curl, extend, curl, extend. Again, keeping those hips square towards the floor. Good. And 5, and 4, and 3. Last 2. Hold it in, heel to ceiling goes up, up. Squeeze those glutes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's curtsy, bring it back and lift, cross and lift. 6, 5, both knees bend. 4, 3, last 2, and 1. All the way up. Shake it out, shake it out. Good. One more thing. We're going to work those outer thighs. So we're going to extend the arm out. Releve, lift those heels up. Flex through that left foot. We're going to lift it out and lower. Lift and lower for 6 and 5. Let's extend that arm out. 4, 3, last 2. Hold it up on 1 and point the toe. Circle, 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 circle. Stabilize those hips. Make the work happen in the outer thigh for 4, 3, 2. Other direction. 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Good. And we got the other side to do. Think about this. Turn that chair around. Lift the heels. Flex that right foot. And we'll lift and lower. Up and down. 7, 6. Arm goes out for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Point the toe. Give me circles. 8, 7, 6. Stabilize those hips for 4, 3, 2. Other direction. Last 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Step towards the chair. Walk the feet back. Little cat and cow. Inhale, arch, and look up. Exhale, round that spine. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And all the way up. Thank you for joining us. Again, we have our Pilates Barre class Friday mornings and a beginner Pilates class Friday afternoons at 12:30. You can see all of our scheduled class offerings at bccfitness.com.
Stay connected with your community channel. Like ATMC TV on Facebook today.